I'm Sam Brocato, and I'm glad you're here with me today on this presentation about new Super Silk, the most amazing treatment service that we've introduced in our salon in probably over a decade. It has been an amazing transformation of hair that is frizzy and kinky. And so what we're going to do is take you through a step-by-step of how to make hair look its best using Super Silk. At this point, I'm going to turn the presentation over to Gary Call.
Thanks, Sam. The foundation of Super Silk is built on nano silk complex, a complex of silk amino acids that help to smooth and restructure the hair, creating results that are absolutely amazing that you'll find is a great tool to use in your salon. The key to the process of Super Silk is understanding the consultation of a hair type that you're starting with. We're going to visit this chart 3 or 4 times in the next few minutes. I want to make sure that we understand it each time we get there. We start in a consultation by dividing the hair into 3 different hair types. Before the Super Silk service, we look at the hair and determine, is it type 1, 2, or 3? Type 1 is fine to medium texture hair. It's flyaway, frizzy. It can be previously colored or highlighted, even bleached. Type 2 hair has a medium texture and is wavy and frizzy. It's a little bit more resistant. It could also be colored or highlighted. And type 3 hair is hair that's curly and coarse. The texture is frizzy and it would be considered extremely resistant. So we start by doing that consultation and determining the hair type that we're beginning with. So we look at this model and we see that her hair is relatively fine. It's probably a type 1, maybe borderline to type 2, but you can see the curl in the bottom. The first step is to shampoo the hair thoroughly as a cleansing step. We shampoo with Brocato Supersilk Detoxify Shampoo. It's a special deep cleansing shampoo designed to work with the Supersilk service. It enhances wet combability, allowing the hair to be completely detangled without additional conditioners, and it helps for the penetration of the Supersilk solution. After step 2, we detangle the hair and towel dry. Separate the hair into 4 sections, similar to a hair color application, and then begin to apply Supersilk Professional Solution. As you can see, the solution is sprayed onto the hair while you're holding each strand of hair. Working it into the hair, Sam says you can't use too much solution, but you can waste it. So you'll find when the hair has an optimum amount of solution. Super Silk Professional Solution comes in a 3-ounce bottle, and that's enough typically for anywhere from 2 to 3 applications. And the spray-on application makes it quick and easy to work with. After the application is completed, the hair is covered with a plastic cap for processing or penetrating. We're leaving the product in the hair so that it can penetrate into the hair shaft. The processing time and penetration is also based on the hair type. Type 1 processes for 20 to 25 minutes with a cap. Type 2 processes for 30 to 35 minutes, and type 3 processes for 40 to 45 minutes. Super Silk is not a chemical service, so it cannot overprocess, but it does need to have enough time to penetrate into the hair fiber. Once the hair is penetrated thoroughly into the hair and the timing is up, we remove the cap and we do not rinse. It's important to remember at this point we do not rinse, but we blow the hair dry, drying the Super Silk solution into the hair fiber. We choose to dry with fingers only because a brush can sometimes remove product from the hair rather than leaving the product in the hair where we need it. Notice that we're drying by blowing down the hair shaft, trying to maintain control of the hair, but this is just a drying step. We're not styling or needing to finish. You could also dry the hair by placing them under a hood dryer within the salon and letting it dry that way. Once the hair is dry, we preheat the VibraStraight oscillating iron to prepare for the flat ironing step. The iron is heated to a temperature based upon the 3 hair types we identified earlier. For type 1 hair, you heat the iron to 370 degrees Fahrenheit or 188 degrees Celsius. For type 2 hair, we heat to 390 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. For type 3 hair, we heat to 410 degrees Fahrenheit or 210 degrees Celsius. Also notice that the number of passes that are needed on the strand are identified by hair type as well. Type 1 for 5 even passes, type 2 for 7 even passes, type 3 for 10 even passes. If you're concerned about the condition of the hair, use a little bit cooler iron and fewer passes in the hair. Flat iron the hair in 1/8 inch sections thoroughly. Again, we're not styling the hair, we're applying the Super Silk solution and causing it to cure and bond with the hair during the flat iron step. After the hair is completely flat ironed, allow the hair to cool for just a few minutes, and then you can apply Active's Restorative Hair Infusion. Actives will nourish the hair and enhance the stylability, giving a super shine and flexibility. At this point, it's possible that you might want to send your client home. They might be finished. We call this finishing option number 1. Just apply the actives when you're done. We also have the option of finishing by rinsing the hair thoroughly. Here's what would happen. After the flat iron step, wait for 5 to 10 minutes, then take the client to the shampoo bowl and rinse the hair thoroughly, rinsing all of the solution out of the hair. After you've rinsed, towel dry the hair and apply a small amount of Super Silk Pure Indulgence treatment, leave-in treatment. At this point, you can allow the hair to dry naturally, you can blow it dry, or you can flat iron if you desire. But you create the finished look from there going forward by applying Brocato Active's Restorative Hair Infusion. There are some cases where this might be the preferred method. In those cases would be when the client is looking for a very finished, very fashionable style, such as the photograph on the far right. It also might be the choice if the hair is extremely porous and you feel like it is hanging on to the solution. If the hair feels rough after flat ironing or is not something that you're ready to send home, then that's okay. Rinse the client well. Here's how the photo here works. The first photo is type 2 hair before the service began. The second photo is after the solution is penetrated, the hair has been blown dry and completely flat ironed, waited for a couple of minutes, and then taken back after you're finished and rinsed thoroughly. The middle photo shows the hair after the service is completed and then rinsed. The hair has had a final rinse. And then step 3 here, the hair is completely styled and blown dry with any styling tools or products, a blow dryer, a round brush, curling iron, whatever might be best for that guest and for that client. After the service is completed, our expectation is also based on the type of hair. Type 1 hair, the result is a smooth, straight, sleek, frizz-free finish. Someone with type 2 hair that's more medium in texture, will be smooth and straighter. It may have a small wave. The hair will, though, be sleek and it will be frizz-free. On extremely resistant, coarse, curly or textures, the hair will go from wavy to curly. It will relax and soften the curl, but it may not be completely removed, and the frizz will be markedly, dramatically reduced. In any case, the hair will be much easier for the consumer or for the guest, the client, to style at home on their own. They'll save time by having received the Super Silk service. So here's a before and after of our model. Again, this is type 1 to 2 hair. It's relatively fine, and it's been blown out. It's been completely serviced with Super Silk, and on the far right-hand side is the finish after everything is completed. The results of a Super Silk service in the salon generally last for 8 to 12 weeks after just one service. The hair returns to its natural texture or the starting texture after that period of time. If you use Super Silk on a regular basis, the hair will become smoother, stronger, and silkier. You can even color the hair the same day if you desire. Super Silk service day, on the Super Silk service day, we suggest that you use Brocato Color Project. In other cases, and in most cases, in the salon, we will color the hair 4 to 5 days before or 4 to 5 days after, but it is possible to do the same day. The results that we find over the long term are that there are multiple styling options, and the styling options last for weeks. The hair can be dried soft and natural and just let it air dry. You can blow it dry for body or waves with a round brush, even curl with a curling iron or other tools to create shape and style, or flat iron for a sleek, finished look. In any case, it makes it much easier for your client to style their hair and to maintain their hair in the long term. It's a great time saver for them. To support their Super Silk service, we recommend Brocato Super Silk Pure Indulgence Shampoo and Brocato Super Silk Pure Indulgence Leave-In Treatment. Both of these products are retailed for the salon and contain the same silk amino acids that are found in the Super Silk solution that helped create the wonderful, healthy, shiny, smooth hair that the client loves so much. There's a lot of different ways you can become involved with Brocato and find out more about Super Silk. We'd suggest that you visit our YouTube channel. On the YouTube channel, we have before and after pictures. There's videos with client testimonials and technical videos for you. You might want to link some of the client testimonial videos to your website or your Facebook page to help start the conversation about Super Silk in your salon. We also would invite you to visit and like our Brocato Super Silk Facebook page, where we have galleries of before and after photos, and you can see the comments from salon clients, from other hairdressers, and from professionals like you who've had the service and learned about it. Again, the key to success with Brocato Super Silk is to keep your eye on the grid. Remember the hair type you're starting with and the processing time, the iron temperature and number of passes, and the expectations of results after you're finished. It's about managing your expectation and helping your salon guest understand what the benefit to them is from this great service. If you've got further questions, feel free to contact us at the Brocato Technical Hotline, 612-BROCATO or 612-276-2286. Thanks for taking the time to check out our video and for trying Super Silk in your salon.
So that's our presentation. I'm really glad you guys could join us. And I think you're going to find that using this information exactly the way Gary presented it to you will get you incredible results that I've gotten over and over again in my salon and on the road teaching Super Silk. So stay in touch with us at Brocato, use Super Silk, and change the way hair looks.